Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm your host, AirsoftAL, and welcome, of course, to the first of hopefully many videos of the mod reviews. The mod reviews are essentially me looking at Fallout mods, Battlefield mods, or really just any mods in general, not really Fallout, and seeing whether or not they're worth the install. And today's mod we're looking at is the Enclave mod. This one is actually really good. It's a mod that actually is Fallout 4, and yes, there have been a lot of mods prior to it that have actually looked at the whole idea of a alternate take, or at least the idea of an alternate playthrough, another faction, what have you. Good idea is, of course, the Mothership Zeta Crew mod from Fallout 3, which actually expands, if not makes it bigger, the Fallout 3 DLC.
A long time ago, someone said these words of wisdom. Peace cannot be achieved through violence. It can only be attained through understanding. With all due respect, I disagree.
And I really do wish they would continue that. And while, yes, there was a Mothership Zeta Crew mod for New Vegas, in my opinion, it was kind of lacking. And I wish that wasn't the case. But, again, you know, lots probably happened since that one was released, and hopefully there's a Mothership Zeta Crew mod for Fallout 4 in the works. I hope. I wish. Because, once again, those mods are really good. And when I actually do get a PC, or at least a gaming PC, I will fucking boot up Fallout 3, or at least I'll buy Fallout 3, install that fucker on there, as well as all the mods itself, and take a look at the Mothership Zeta Crew mod and see if it's worth the look. But today we're talking about Enclave, and, well, this one's pretty damn huge. It is, of course, for PC and consoles, however, I do not know if it's on PS4 or not, since I am primarily an Xbox guy. And the big thing about it is pretty damn big. Not as big as the AFO mod, or no, USO mod, that's what it is. The USO mod? The one where you actually get to play fucking evil. Either way, though. So before I continue, understand now this mod is one that is a little bit finicky on console. And I mean that. I mean, this fucker is finicky as all hell. Because it will fucking crash if you have any other mods for it. Unless it is primarily mods that specifically are made for it. So, primarily for this playthrough, I have had to literally redo and what have you. So this mod review will be broken up in parts because of how buggy this damn thing is. So, you know, I can actually fucking work with it and try and damn near improve it and actually fix the goddamn thing as I go along and update you guys on what mods on my end fucking crashes the damn thing. And knowing YouTube, being YouTube, this video is already probably demonetized, so would you kindly consider supporting the channel via the PayPal link down below. But moving on though. So, let's get down to it. How does this mod actually begin? Well, the mod itself begins, more or less, once you reach level 5. And yes, once you reach level 5, then you will get a radio signal, which sounds like this.
Immediate action is required. Multiple lives are at risk. This message will repeat. Attention all Vault-Tec personnel. A reactor failure is imminent in the Vault 111 government zone. Immediate action is required. Multiple lives are at risk. This message will repeat.
Yes, the whole idea is that you get a distress call from, of course, the government section of Vault 111, the cryogenic vault. And already I've seen a lot of arguments actually start up over this of whether or not the Enclave would have actually done this, but we'll get to that when we actually get to this part of the mod that sparked a lot of arguments already. And a lot of lore arguments, even though God only knows that when you actually research into the Enclave, they've got a lot more crazier fucking plans than what we see in this mod, but moving on. So actually walking our happy asses over to the vault, so, clearing out the raiders, of course, which, by the way, let's go ahead and start up the Ultra Polka. we more or less open the vault itself and then go inside, which I will commend the author, well, at least the creator of this mod, that they did actually make a really good vault, and I'm dead serious on that. The vault itself, while being simplistic, is still somewhat good. Once clearing the raiders out of the way and we actually get to the vault and start up, we get this nice little bit of dialogue and find out more about these people who aren't the actual Enclave as we know from Fallout 3 and New Vegas.
What's going on?
Where is everyone?
Wait, I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I'm from Vault 111.
What, from the civilian wing? Interesting.
This area is inaccessible from the civilian wing. You must have come from outside. What's it like?
Oh, it's a disaster. Hard to believe anyone has survived.
It's as I feared.
We don't have time for this right now. I need to get to my terminal and find out what's going on. It's just down the hall. It's been over 200 years. My God.
200 years? What happened?
Are there any updates from Command? Anything at all?
Nothing since the bombs dropped. The lines must have been destroyed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what sparked a lot of the arguments. So, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and use a clip from the Shoddycast channels, the Storyteller, to kind of go ahead and just explain a little bit of the Enclave.
Enclave of America's elite set about ensuring survival at all costs. Victory? Rebuilding? No longer viable options. Their full intent is lost to history, but documented plans include taking refuge within a mountain or an oil rig, and even launching a ship into space to find a new planet to colonize.
The Enclave are a bunch of paranoid sons of bitches. They knew that the fucking apocalypse was around the corner, so besides vaults and of course a fucking oil rig, and even other facilities, which God only knows the Cheyenne Mountain Complex is probably an Enclave bunker, which I'm gonna go ahead and say this now, Bethesda, please give us one set in Colorado? Just Fallout and set in Colorado would be very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Moving on now. Or even one in Texas. Oh, I'd love the Fallout set in Texas. Shit, that'd be great. Caesar's Legion think they can take on a bunch of Texans. Bullshit! Getting sidetracked now. Moving back. So, the idea of them actually cryogenically freezing themselves is not out of the question, and we've seen cryogenics before in the past Fallout games. And I'm not just talking about Fallout 3 or New Vegas, I'm talking about the OG games from Black Isle Studios. I'm talking about, of course, Fallout Tactics, where where Vault Zero, the calculator, actually has cryogenically frozen humans who they literally fucking lobotomizes and extracts the brains from to fucking use as processors, essentially. So, yeah, whether or not this actual whole idea of whether or not the Enclave would do this is completely plausible considering who we're talking about. Because, again, this is the goddamn Enclave we're talking about. Because, again, it's the fucking Enclave. I literally would not put it past them to actually do something like this. But, moving back to the actual gameplay, though.
Everyone remember their orders prior to entering the pods?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, maybe our fellow Vault Dweller can help us. Doctor, if you would.
We had a contingency plan should communications to the vault fail. There's a radio facility not far from here. Assuming it's still functional, we can use it to contact Command.
You don't know us, but we're America's best hope right now. You've got experience out there, and we'll need your help.
What do you mean by that?
We're the remnants of America's government and military. Assuming others have followed protocol, there's more of us out there. If we can regroup, we can work together to restore this country.
Why should I help you?
It's got to be a ravaged wasteland out there. We'll fix it. With or without you. And you don't want us as your enemy.
I'll help if I can.
Good. Sergeant Peterson here will assist you. Get to the facility and try to reroute its connection to the vault. We'll do the rest here.
So, more or less, we're just tasked to go and, well, reconnect the damn vault to the network. So, reconnecting the vault network, reconnecting more or less anything. A simple fetch quest, if ever it is one, but you know what? Let's go ahead and actually do this. So, let's go straight to this radio tower, shall we? Oh, sorry, let me see those enemies again. Let's see those enemies again. Uh-huh. 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 Let me just put that on my controller here real quick. Let me just go ahead and grab my grievances. Why the fuck are raiders supporting this?
I have several questions.
Why the hell are raiders holding a military outpost?
Excuse me, what?
That's fucking gunner ammo right there. I'm sorry, the ammo of the gunners fucking fits this perfectly. Because anytime we ever go out into the goddamn wasteland in the Boston area, the Commonwealth, anywhere out there, with it being remotely military in general, or even fucking law enforcement, the gunners are always holding those kinds of outposts. Why is it not gunners? Why raiders? Raiders, I don't fucking see them doing this shit. Hell, why is there such a large number of fucking raiders holding that right there? Are you trying to tell me that raiders this fucking close to Sanctuary, and never attack Sanctuary, by the way, fucking are holding this goddamn thing?
Bullshit! Bullshit!
When? Where? How? What?
Bullshit!
What? Are you out of your mind?
You know what? It's a mod. It is a fucking mod made by guys who probably, this is their first mod ever done, and you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just enjoy it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fucking enjoy this. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's just go ahead and let's just continue playing this. Okay, let's see what we let's do this. Of course, dispatching them, we go ahead and set up the connections. Now, what I do love about this one section is that the terminal here actually gives us a selection of what we're to do. We can either lock the door in, we can either lock the shutters, we can set up the turrets. Me personally, I went ahead and activated the turrets, and after reconnecting the network, well, I've got a weird feeling that this is going to be just a combat arena, so let's just go ahead and see what happens. Fucking raiders. Fucking raiders.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
Fucking raiders! Okay, you know what? Would have made more sense if it was gunners there because of the large numbers, but you know what? I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fucking fine with it. Let's just go ahead and kill these sons of bitches. Fire up the Ultra Polka!
You suck, you jackass.
Let's fucking try that again, shall we? I went back to Sanctuary. I rearmed up, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what I did? I got 2 guns. 2 particular guns. And by God, are they gonna say hello to my little friends? You know what? There's something missing from this. Let's just, hold on. I'm missing from this. Ah, I know. I feel much better now. So, heading back to the actual vault itself after re-establishing connections to the network, we go and report back to the General and see exactly what he has us do next.
My terminal's lit up, so whatever you did, it worked. It's not all good news, though. There's been no responses from Command, and without them, we're in the dark as far as the bigger picture goes. We have, however, managed to isolate the location of an old military hangar. Records show that there's a vertibird still there, too. If it's operational, we'll be able to use it to get to Command. While Sergeant Peterson debriefs us, I'll need you to investigate.
Of course, we'd go to the Vertebral Facility all the way down there. That's pretty... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Just for this one little section, let's just go ahead and fire up the Ultra Polka and just fucking beeline for the son of a bitch. Arriving to the facility itself, being where it is right now, we see this lovely little picture right in front of us. You know, isn't that just inviting? Just go ahead and throw some drapes up there. Let's just go ahead and slap some paint on it. I bet you it would just be the most inviting little spot in the entire fucking wasteland possible, don't you think?
Of course!
Going into the facility, of course, we get introduced to...
What?
Gunners. You know, I'm just gonna say this to the mod authors. I know how old this mod is by this point. I understand it's old, but to the mod authors themselves, it would have made a lot more fucking sense if the gunners were at the last post. I know I shouldn't talk about this, but I'm gonna fucking speak my piece on this one. Why in the hell was it a whole bunch of fucking clown closet raiders?
Ah, boy, here we go.
Popping out of goddamn nowhere, holding that facility. Holding that little radio outpost instead of fucking gunners. Gunners would have made so much goddamn sense.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Alright, I get it. Moving into the facility itself and clearing them out. Once again, Ultra Polka. After clearing out the facility, we return back to the General and tell him about what's going on.
Have you been to the hangar yet? Was the vertibird there?
Yes, sir.
Good work. We'll head for the hangar now, and plan our next move from there. Rendezvous with us as soon as you can. There's more work to be done.
Sir.
You're here. Good. All things considered, this facility is in better shape than we expected. Corporal Fitzpatrick's performing some pre-flight checks. He says he'll have it done by tomorrow. Come back then. Dismissed. With the vertibird airworthy, we are ready to proceed with the next part of our plan, establishing our base of operations.
Tell me about my role in this.
Upon arrival, you are to assist Sergeant Peterson and myself in investigating the facility. You've proven yourself useful so far. Continue to do so and we'll ensure you are appropriately rewarded.
Why do we need this place again?
Our attempts to make contact with the base have been futile, so we have to assume the worst. We also can't afford to abandon it. We are under-equipped and sitting ducks out here. Our only option is taking the vertibird and assessing the situation at base.
I'm ready.
Good. Time to go.
Back to the facility, of course, we then prepare to go to the oil rig, which, once again, makes a lot of sense. I mean, the one oil rig in Fallout 2 wouldn't be the only oil rig in the whole Fallout mythos. So, let's go ahead, fire up some CCR's Fortunate Son, and just see where this goes, shall we? Hey guys, AirsoftAL here. I know you're probably thinking, what? Part 1 of what? How many parts? Well, I'm wanting to break this up into 3 parts. Big reason for that is because, once again, the mod itself is a little bit unstable on console with frequent crashes I've actually had and a few other things. So I'm wanting to break this up into 3 parts. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the mod review so far and you like what I'm doing so far, let me know in the comment section down below. If you like what we do here at AAA Airsoft Media, then please consider donating to our PayPal and be a supporter. And if you have a mod, or at least a Fallout mod for Fallout 4 on console that you would like me to check out, let me know in the comment section down below. Leave it a link down below. And, yeah, that's about it. As always, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for part 2 of the Fallout 4 Enclave review. And, till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftAL, and I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Till next time, later!